Are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
వాయిస్ క్లియర్ గా ఉందండి? హలో, వాయిస్ క్లారిటీ ఉందండి?
Yes, sir. Clarity ఉంది సార్.
ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. అందరు వచ్చారండి? ఇంకా రావాల్సిన ఉన్నారా? Fourteen members have arrived. రిమైనింగ్ వాళ్ళు తెల్లారలేదు ఇంకా. Okay, guys. Today we are going to see the unit 2, that is the physical layer. Briefly, we have to see what is this physical layer, what are the various techniques we are using in this physical layer, how the data bits are transmitted from one device to another device. That is briefly we have to see completely about the working of the physical layer. That is the main aim of this unit.
Long plan.
ఎవరండి మాట్లాడొద్దండి? Okay, today we are going to briefly see about that physical layer. What is the main aim of this physical layer? The main aim of the physical layer is to transport bits from one machine to another machine. Already we know in the OSM model and the TCP/IP model, we have briefly seen what is the main mode of the physical layer means. The main mode of the physical layer is at the sender side, it will receive data from data link layer. It will convert the data into bits. The raw bits are transferred from sender to the receiver. That is the main mode of the physical layer. Transmission of raw bits from one machine to another machine or from one device to another device. That is the main mode of this physical layer. Here, the two devices are connected by using some transmission technique. The two devices are connected, and with the help of the transmission technique, the physical layer of the sender will send the bits to the physical layer of the receiver with the help of the transmission technique or transmission media. Through some transmission media, the the sender and receiver are going to communicate with one another in the form of transmission of raw bits. Clear? So first thing we have to see here is what are the various transmission media we have used in the physical layer. What are those various transmission media we are going to use in the physical layer? That is today's our first concept in the physical layer is we have to know briefly about the transmission media. Here transmission media means the medium through which the raw bits are going to transfer. That is the transmission media. Transmission media is nothing but the medium through which the sender device is sending the raw bits to the receiver device. That medium is called as here transmission media. Clear? Some idea what is the transmission media means? Nothing but the medium through which the raw bits are transferring from one sender device to the receiver device. That medium is, that concept is called here transmission media. Various physical media can be used for actual transmission. For the actual transmission of the raw bits, various physical media, physical means like which we can see directly, whereas mediums are available for actual transmission of the raw bits. Okay. Among all those various mediums we are using, okay, they have some differences in the form of bandwidth, delay, cost, ease of installation, maintenance. We have some number, many transmission medias are available, but actual transmission of data on many transmission medias are available. All those transmission medias are differ from one another in terms of bandwidth, in terms of delay, in terms of cost, in terms of ease of installation and maintenance. They are different from one another. Clear? The various transmissions we will go shortly. We are going to see what are those various transmission mediums. All those transmission mediums are differ from one another in terms of bandwidth, delay, cost, ease of installation and maintenance. So before going to see what are those various transmission mediums, we have to briefly see. First, we have to know the definition of what is meant by this bandwidth. We have one new technical word here. We have in the future many times we will get this word bandwidth. First, we have to know what is meant by this bandwidth. Can anybody have any idea about this one? Bandwidth. There can idea undandi? What is this bandwidth? Anybody? Not exactly area, somewhat near, but not exactly area. See, when we come to this bandwidth means, in case of signals and systems, the bandwidth means the maximum capacity of data transfer is called the bandwidth. See the definition of this one. Simply, the bandwidth means, see the definition of this bandwidth, the maximum amount of data transmitted over an internet connection at a given amount of time is called bandwidth. In a given amount of time, the maximum amount of data that can be transmitted is known as the bandwidth. The maximum data transfer rate is known as bandwidth. Clear? This word is repeatedly, we will use this word in the future classes. So we have to briefly remember this definition. What is this? Bandwidth. Clear? And bandwidth means the maximum data rate of the transmission medium is called bandwidth. Maximum how much amount of data it can transfer in a given unit of time. For example, if the given unit of time is 1 second, in 1 second, how much data it can transfer? Maximum how much data it can transfer in given 1 second. Maximum how much data it can transfer is known as the bandwidth. In a given unit of time, the maximum data rate is known as the bandwidth. మనకి ఇంటర్నెట్ కనెక్షన్స్ కి బ్యాండ్విడ్త్ మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటామండి 100 Mbps 100 Mbps 10 kbps 100 kbps like that we are seeing regularly 40 Mbps అని ఇప్పుడు మన కాలేజ్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి our bandwidth is 40 Mbps. That means maximum capacity is the 40 Mbps at a second. Per second it can transfer 40 megabytes of data per second. Our college bandwidth is 40 Mbps maximum. Okay, depending on how much persons are using that, the rate of data transfer will decrease, but స్క్రీన్ రావట్లేదండి. ఓకే, సారీ నేను యాక్చువల్గా డెస్క్టాప్ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయాల్సింది ఓన్లీ పీపీటీ ఒకటే షేర్ చేసినట్టున్నాను. వెయిట్, now is it okay? Sorry, actually I forgotten to share the whole screen. Instead of that one I shared only PPT. So that is the thing, bandwidth. The bandwidth means maximum data rate. The second one difference is, the second one more definition we have to know is the delay. Okay, already in the PPT we have seen the difference is also one more difference between the various transmission mediums is delay. What is meant by this delay? How can we define this? Delay means, see here, the delay means the time for which processing of particular packet takes place. In the computer networking, delay means that the time taken for processing that data packets or data units, making them ready. The time taken for making them ready is called as delay. Clear? For every layer, we will have some delay will be there in the physical layer, in the data link layer, in the network layer. At every layer, we will have some delay will be there. Okay. For example, After taking from the application layer, the data will enter into the next. What is the next below layer? After application layer, presentation layer will be there. There we will add some header. That means from the application layer we will receive the data. It will add some extra data to that received data. For adding that extra data, some time will be taken. That time is called the delay. After receiving the data from presentation layer to the session layer will also add some extra header, and header will be added. For adding that extra data, that means for making the new data, for making the ready the data for transfer, it will take some time. That is the delay. From session layer it will come to the transport layer. It will add some header and the tailor. Clear? It will add some header and the tailor. It is also take some time for making that one ready. That is called delay. Delay means that time taken for making some data unit ready for transfer is known as delay. That means clear and a definition. What is delay means? Making the time taken for processing the known as the delay. Every layer will have. Why? Because at the sender side, at every layer, we are going to add some header and tailor. Similarly, at the receiver side, at every layer, we are going to remove the header and the tailor. That means for adding the header and the tailor, or for removing the header and the tailor, some time will be taken. Immediately receiving the data, it won't send the data to the next layer. It will take some time for adding some extra data to that one. That adding of extra data is called the delay. Clear? These are the first two definitions we have. So various transmission mediums are there. They are mainly differed in bandwidth, delay, and cost of that one. Cost means cost of that physical equipment. For setting the transmission media, some physical equipment is required. The cost of the physical equipment is also one of the matter. Here cost means nothing but the cost of the physical infrastructure required for setting the transmission media. For example, we are connecting two devices using some cable. So we have to purchase the cable for connecting those two. Clear? That cost, some cost we have to put for purchasing that one. That is the cost, like that. Okay, the various transmission mediums are differ in the form of bandwidth, that means maximum transmission rate, delay, that means the time taken for making the data ready, and cost, that means cost of infrastructure also. And also one more point in the difference is ease of installation and maintenance. Okay, installation process and maintenance of that one are also different. So when we come to the main concept is the main motto of the physical layer is transmission of raw bits from one machine to another machine. For transfer of the raw bits, some transmission medium has to be set up between those two devices. Those two devices must be connected to one another with the help of some transmission medium. Various transmission mediums are available in the market for setting up the data transmission between the two machines. But all these transmission mediums are differ in the form of bandwidth. They will differ in the value of delay. They will differ in the value of cost, ease of installation and maintenance. All these are differ in all these points. Okay, each transmission medium have its own bandwidth. Each transmission medium will have its own delay value. Each transmission medium will have some cost. Some transmission mediums are easy for installation. Some are not that much easy for installation. Some are easy for maintenance. Some are not that much easy for maintenance. Like that, the transmission mediums are differ from one another in the form of bandwidth, cost, delay, ease of installation and maintenance. Now, is it clear this point? Bandwidth, delay, cost, ease of installation. Is it clear? When we come to this media, mainly the transmission media is divided into two groups, that is guided media, unguided media. Mainly when we come to the physical layer, the transmission media is mainly divided into two groups. One group is the guided media or bounded media or wired media. We can call the first group as guided media or bounded media or the wired media. The second type of transmission media is unguided media or wireless media or unbounded media. We can call it as unguided or unbounded or wireless media. The first one is guided or bounded or the wired media. Simply briefly, the difference between these two is, in case of guided media, we will use some wires or cables to connect the two devices. That's why it is called a wired media. Using some wires, we are going to connect the two devices. Through the wires only, we are passing the data through the wires. The data bits, the raw data bits are transferred through the wires. That's why that first group is called the wired media. Through some wires or cables, we are going to connect the two devices. It is also known as guided media. Why? Because with the help of cable, we are guiding in which path the data has to transfer. We are guiding the data bits in which path they have to move. Using the cable, we are guiding. So it is also known as the guided media. And it is also known as bounded media. Why? Because through the cables, the data bits can be transferred to particular device which is connected with that cable. We can't send the data packets to all the devices. Through the guided media, the data packets can be sent to the particular devices only, particular boundary devices only, they can be transferred. That's why it is called bounded media. Three names are there, whatever the names you are using: guided media or bounded media or the wired media. Through wires, we are connecting the devices. That's why it is called the wired media. Next, with the help of the wires, we are guiding the data bits in which path they have to travel. We are guiding the data bits, which path they have to take. That's why it is also known as guided media. It is also known as bounded media. Why? Because it has the boundaries are there. Okay, from device there to which device the bits has to move. Okay, through the wire. Okay, they will be transferred to the other device which is connected using that wire. Boundary will be there. They have to travel in that path only. In that limited path only, they have to travel. Some boundaries are there. They can't travel in all the paths available. They will travel only through the cable only. They have to travel. That's why it is called as bounded media or guided media or the wired media. The second category is the unguided media. What is this unguided media means? Here there is no guidance will be there. The unguided media is also known as the wireless. That means without any wires, we are connecting the two devices without any wires. Through air, the data will be transferred from device A to device B. Through air only, they will be transferred in that air. That's why it is known as wireless media. Why? Because without any wires, the devices are going to connect. Next, the data is transferring through the air. So there is no guidance is there for the data bits traveling. In which direction they have to travel, there is no guidance. That's why it is also known as unguided media. Why? Because for the data bits which are released by the sender device have no guidance in which path they have to travel. In the air, they will travel in all directions. In whatever the direction they want to travel, they can travel in that direction. There is no particular guidance. That's why it is also known as unguided media. And also it is known as unbounded media. Why? Because there is no boundaries for the path of the data bits. There is no boundaries on the path of the data bits. There is no guidance for which path we have to take. There are no wires for connection. That's why the second category is the unguided media or unbounded media or the wireless media. Okay, the examples of guided media are generally for guided media, we use the copper wires or the plastic or glass. For formation of the guided media, generally, regularly we can use the copper wires, copper or the glass or the plastic is regularly used. We will see later again detailed. For unguided media, radio waves are generally used. Laser waves, radio waves, infrared waves, microwaves are generally used for the unguided media. So our first concept today is the transmission media. When we come to the transmission media, mainly it is two types: guided, unguided. The transmission media is mainly two types: guided and unguided. We will see first briefly about the guided media, then we will go back to unguided media. The first one is guided media or bounded media. It is also known as the wired media also. Okay, it is also known as the wired media also. Three names are there for this first one: guided or bounded or the wired media. It is defined as the physical medium through which the signals are transmitted. It is defined as the physical medium through which the signals are going to be transmitted. It is also known as bounded media or wired media. Guided means are those that provide a conductor from one device to another one. From one device to another device, some conductor will be used. Okay, the examples of the conductors are, we use twistor pair cables, coaxial cables, or fiber optical cables as a conductors between the two devices. I think in the physics already you have got some briefly about the conductor devices and non-conductor devices. Idea undandi conductors and non-conductors? Anybody have idea? Conductors and non-conductors. Physics lo మనం చదువుకొని ఉంటాము. Conductor means simply మన physics లో మనం నేర్చుకునేదంటే through which the current will pass is known as conductor. Through which the current will not pass is known as the non-conductors. అంతే కదా మన physics లో brief గా one line లో చెప్పుకోవాలంటే conductors means through which the devices through which the current will pass is known as conductor devices. The device through which the current will not pass, like plastic, okay, is known as the non-conductor devices. In case of guided transmission media, some conductor materials are used for connecting one device to another device. Some examples of those are twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, fiber optic cables. These are the various conducting materials that are used for connecting two devices in this guided media. A data signal traveling by any one of these is directed and contained by the physical limits of the medium. Okay, generally in the guided media, some conductor material is used for connecting one device to another device. Some examples of the conducting materials are twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, and optical cables. Any data signal which is traveling either through twisted pair cables or coaxial cables or fiber optic cables, any data signal which is traveling by all these means is directed and contained by the physical limits of the medium. Every media, whether it is a twisted pair, whether it is a coaxial cable, whether it is a fiber optic cable, every guided media will have some physical limits are there. Within that physical limits only the data signal will travel. The data signal will travel within the physical limits of the medium. Okay, we will next see twisted pair cables. What are the limitations of the twisted pair cables? What are the physical limits of the coaxial cables, fiber optic cables? We will see later in the next classes. Okay, any data signal which is traveling either in twisted pair cables or either in coaxial cables or either in the fiber optic cables will be traveled, will be directed or will be controlled by the physical limits of the medium. Under the physical limits of the medium only they will be traveled. That means every physical media, where every physical guided media has some limitations are there. Under that limitations only the data signals will be transferred. See, twisted pair cables and coaxial cables are mainly copper cables. Twisted pair cables and coaxial cables are mainly copper cables. They can accept and carry electrical current signals. The twisted pair cables and coaxial cables are mainly made of copper, which is a conductor that can transfer the electrical current signals. The optical fibers, fiber optic or optical fiber is made of glass or plastic. The optical fiber is a glass or plastic cable that can transport the data in the form of light. The twisted pair cables and coaxial cables are made of copper, which transfer the data in the form of electrical signals. When we come to the fiber optics or optical fibers, they are made of glass or plastic, which transfer the data signals in the form of light. These 2 points are important points. Twisted pair cables and coaxial cables are made of, generally they are made of copper, and they will transfer the data in the form of electrical signals. Fiber optics or optical fiber is made of glass or plastic, okay, and it will transfer the data signals in the form of light. Here the data will be transferred in the form of light. Here in these cables the data will be transferred in the form of current signals. Clear? That is briefly about the first introduction of these guided media or bounded media or wired media. Guided media means using some conducting material, the two devices will be connected to one another. Okay, regularly used conducting devices are conducting cables are twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, and fiber optic cables. Twisted and coaxial are made of copper. Fiber optic is made of glass or plastic. Fixed, twisted and coaxial cables can carry the data in the form of electrical current signals, whereas fiber optics will transfer the data in the form of light. Clear? And now when we come to the various guided media, we have majorly four categories of guided media or bounded media or the wired media is available. Four categories of these are available. Guided media are four categories: magnetic media, twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and the fiber optics. The first one is magnetic media. What is this magnetic media? See, when we come to this magnetic media, it is the oldest technique for transferring of huge amount of data. In one line, simple ga cheppukovalante magnetic media is nothing but we will use some electromagnetic devices for data transfer, like our pen drives. ఒక పెన్ డ్రైవ్ లో డేటా లోడ్ చేస్తుంది ఫ్రమ్ సిస్టమ్ 1. whenever the system 1 want to send the data to system 2 with the help of a pen drive or CD or DVD or hard disk, using some physical device, we will store the data in the device and we carry the device to the second machine. From machine 1 we will copy the data to the device, we will carry that media device to the second machine, and we copy the data from the device to the machine. That is the simply in one line magnetic media. It is the oldest technique that is used. Clear? In one line, what is this magnetic media concept is, by using some memory devices, the data of device 1 is copied to that memory device. Physically, that memory device will be carried to the second machine, and the data from that memory device will be copied back to the machine 2. That type of data transfer is the magnetic media. See that one? One of the most common ways to transport data from one computer to another computer is to write them onto a magnetic tape or removable media. One of the most common ways to transport data from one computer to another computer is to write the data on some magnetic tape or removable media like CDs, DVDs, pen drives, hard disk. On some removable media, we will write the data onto that one, physically transport the tape or disk to the destination machine and read them back again. Clear? And this is the concept of magnetic media. From computer 1, we want to send the main material to computer 2. Simply the process is, we take a pen drive, we copy the data from machine 1 into the pen drive, we take the pen drive to machine 2, we copy the data from pen drive to machine 2. Physically we transfer the pen drive, we take the pen drive from machine 1 to machine 2, we will carry that one. That type of data transfer is known as this magnetic media. That is briefly the concept of this magnetic media will be like this. Using some magnetic tapes or removable media, the data from one machine will be transferred to the other machine. That is the concept of this magnetic media. But this is not that much sophisticated method, as nowadays we are using the geosynchronous communication satellites are used for wireless communication. We have the many satellites are there. The technology is very advanced one. In this advanced technology, this method is not a sophisticated one. That means not a preferable method. Even though nowadays this method is not that much preferable method, as nowadays we are using the satellites for communication. So using satellites we can easily transfer the data. So using of magnetic devices is not a that much sophisticated method nowadays. It is not a sophisticated method. Yeah, but general machine. is sophisticated one. Many people are not like to use this method at the present environment. After this one, the technique we have is the twisted pair cables. One more guided media. This is the second guided media is the twisted pair cables. Okay. What is this? What is meant by twisting? Anybody have the idea of what is meant by twisting? Twisting ante meaning endandi? Anybody have idea about that one? Twisting. Twisting means somewhat binding, and binding ante manaku కట్టడం అండి. బట్ ట్విస్టింగ్ మీన్స్ మెలైటం అనే ఐడియా ఉంది కదండి. మెలైటం అంటారు. ట్విస్టింగ్ మీన్స్ అనమాట. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గర్ల్స్ బాగా ఐడియా అండి. డైలీ వాళ్ళు చేసే పని అదే. వాళ్ళ హెయిర్ ఎలాగో డైలీ దే ఆర్ ట్విస్టింగ్ దేర్ హెయిర్. మెలేస్తూ ఉంటారండి జుట్టు. ఓకే, అంటే అటొక ఇటొక కలుపుతూ ఉంటారు. ట్విస్టింగ్ మీన్స్ నథింగ్ బట్ మెలైటం అండి ఇక్కడ. హియర్ ట్విస్టెడ్ పెయిర్ మీన్స్ we will have a pair of two wires will be there which are twisted with one another. That's why it is known as twisted pair. The name itself indicating twisted pair. Why? Because here a pair of cables will be there twisted with each other. Twisted pair is a physical media made up of pair of cables twisted with each other. Okay, a twisted cable pair is cheap as compared to other transmission medias. Okay, a twisted pair cable is very cheap. That means the cost of this twisted pair cable is very much less. When we compare with remaining transmission media, the cost is very less. Okay, installation of twisted pair cable is easy, and as it is a lightweight cable, installation and maintenance is also very easy in case of twisted pair cables when we compare with remaining medias. The frequency range of twisted pair cable is 0 to 3.5 kilohertz. The frequency range of the twisted pair cable is 0.0 to 3.5 kilohertz. Okay, we will stop here briefly. Can anybody define what is meant by frequency? This is also an important definition. We have to know what is meant by frequency. Managoda, we will get regularly this word also, frequency. Can anybody define this one? What is meant by frequency? Manaku physics lo vachuntundi. In your 10th class, intermediate, BTech physics, you have learned this one, frequency. Yes, exactly. Number of cycles per second per given unit of time while sending the data in the form of waves. While the waves are moving on, number of cycles per each wave per unit of time, how many cycles are occurred in the transmission of wave is known as the frequency. See that one? Frequency is the fundamental characteristic of a wave. It is defined as number of complete cycles considered per unit of time. A particular unit of time తీసుకుంటే how many cycles are complete cycles are there is known as frequency. For example, see the diagram. I have given some diagram to get clarity. See here, this is one cycle. Okay, one up and one down is there. Exactly వీటికి ఏదో నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయండి. ఇలా అప్ కి డౌన్ కి నాకు ఐడియా లేదు కానీ some names are there. ఎవరికైనా ఐడియా ఉందండి? ఈ వేవ్ లో వీటిని some names are there. This completely, see, from this one complete, this is called one complete cycle. If you observe the second one, here two cycles are there. This is the cycle one. From here, cycle one has started, cycle one completed, cycle two come. This is the cycle two. Head to tail and okay. These are called as head and tail. So one head, one tail, complete head and tail is there. That is the combination is called one cycle. This is the here two cycles are there. Generally, the frequency is measured in the form of hertz. The frequency is measured in the form of hertz. One cycle is called one hertz. Two cycles are called two hertz. ఇది అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చండి, క్రస్ట్ టఫ్ అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చు అనుకుంటున్నాను. హెడ్ టైల్ నాకు గుర్తులేదు కానీ క్రస్ట్ టఫ్ అయితే విన్నట్టు గుర్తుంది నాకు కూడా. వీటిని అప్ అండ్ డౌన్స్ ని క్రష్ టు టఫ్. ఐ రిమెంబర్ దీస్ వర్డ్స్. హెడ్ టు టైల్ అంటారేమో, ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఐడియా. ఇవైతే నాకు కూడా కొంచెం ఎప్పుడో విన్న గుర్తుంది. ఓకే అండి, కంప్లీట్లీ 2 హెడ్జెస్. హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ 1 cycle is there, so the frequency of this wave is 1 hedge. The frequency of this one is 2 hedges. That means per unit of time, here he has taken 1 second as a unit of time. In 1 second, this wave is completing only 1 cycle, so its frequency is 1 hedge. In the same 1 second, the second wave is completing 2 cycles. That's why its frequency is 2 hedges. Okay, generally the frequency is measured in the form of hedges. 1 cycle is called 1 hedge. Basing on how many cycles it has completed in a given unit of time, its frequency will be measured. Clear? So the frequency of the twisted pair cable is 0 to 3.5 kilohertz. That means from 0 cycles to it can complete 35,000 cycles it can complete. That is the frequency of the twisted pair cable. This twisted pair cable consists of 2 insulated copper wires arranged in a spiral pattern. A twisted pair cable consists of 2 insulated copper wires. Insulated means they are covered with some material. Insulating means they are covered with some plastic material. The copper wire is covered with some plastic material. That's why it is called insulated. A twisted pair consists of 2 copper wires arranged in some spiral pattern. That means they are twisted with one another. What is the purpose of this twisting? ఈ twisting వల్ల మెయిన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి? వాట్ ఇస్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ట్విస్టింగ్? ఇలా ట్విస్ట్ చేయడం వల్ల వచ్చే అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి? 2 copper, they have taken in the twisted pair cable, they are taking 2 insulated copper wires and they are twisted with one another in a spiral pattern. What is why they are twisting that one? Why they are arranging the wires in the form of spiral pattern with a twist? The main reason for that one is to reduce the noise interference. The main reason why the pairs are twisted with one another means to reduce the noise interference. They are twisting with one another. Generally, noise interference means, what is this noise interference? Disturbance from the outside. Okay, while data is moving through the copper wire, from outside many disturbances will be there. Okay, to reduce the disturbance from the other side, to reduce the data, to reduce the disturbance, noise disturbance from the outside. Okay, they are twisting the cables with one another. The 2 cables are twisted with one another so that they will be reduced. Generally, the degree of reduction in noise interference is determined by number of turns per foot. For each foot, how many twists we have, depending on number of twists we have, that much amount of noise can be reduced. If we have more number of turns for each foot, the degree of reduction will also be very high. The degree of reduction of noise is directly proportional to number of turns per foot. మనకి ఎక్కువ ట్విస్ట్ ఉన్నాయంటే ఒక ఫుట్ డిస్టెన్స్ తీసుకుంటే, ఒక ఫుట్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఎక్కువ ట్విస్టెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎన్ని ఎక్కువ ట్విస్టెస్ ఉంటే దట్ మచ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ నాయిస్ కెన్ బి reduced. That is the relation between why the twisted pairs are, why we are using here only twisted pairs. Why the 2 copper wires are twisted with one another in the spiral pattern means to reduce the noise interference. They are twisted with one another. Basing on number of twists we have in that wire, the degree of reduction will also be depending. Increasing the number of turns per foot decreases the noise interference. ఎంత ఎక్కువ ట్విస్ట్ ఉంటే that much amount of noise will be reduced. That is the main purpose of this one. Clear అండి? Is it clear this slide? మన ఫస్ట్ లో చెప్తున్నాం అండి, various transmission mediums are differ with one another in the concept of bandwidth, in the concept of cost, in the concept of delay, in the concept of installation and maintenance. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఆ పాయింట్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటున్నానండి. హియర్ దిస్ కాస్ట్ ఇస్ వెరీ చీప్, ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో వెరీ చీప్, very easy. Frequency is 0 to 3.5 kilohertz. Here 2 copper wires are arranged in spiral order. Why they are arranged in spiral order means, spiral pattern means to reduce the noise interference. They are twisted with one another. మన కరెంట్ వైర్స్ కూడా అండి, మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే చాలా కరెంట్ వైర్స్ కూడా దే ఆర్ ట్విస్టెడ్ విత్ వన్ అనదర్. క్లియర్. ట్విస్టెడ్ విత్ వన్ అనదర్. కరెంట్ వైర్, మీరు సిల్క్ వైర్ కనుక ఐడియా ఉందండి, కరెంట్ సిల్క్ వైర్ మన ఇంట్లో నార్మల్ గా వాడతాం వైర్స్. ఆ నార్మల్ గా వాడే వైర్స్ జనరల్ గా దే ఆర్ ట్విస్టెడ్ విత్ వన్ అనదర్. ట్విస్ట్ చేసి ఉంటాయండి. ఆ డయాగ్రామ్ ఇలా ఉంటుందండి. ట్విస్టెడ్ పెయిర్స్ విల్ బి లైక్ దిస్. ఇలా మెలేసుకుని ఉంటాయండి వైర్స్. ద మెయిన్ పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ ద ట్విస్టింగ్ ఈస్ టు రెడ్యూస్ ద అవుట్ సైడ్ ఇంటర్ఫీరెన్స్. దే విల్ బి reduced. See, this is the copper material. This is one copper wire. This is another copper material. They are insulated with some coating, with some plastic coating. They are insulated. Okay, we have, this is one insulated copper wire. This is the second insulated copper wire. Both are twisted with one another. Both are twisted with one another. That's why this is called as a twisted pair. Clear. After this twisting is over, they will be placed inside some jacket, inside some covering jacket. They will be placed. Clear. This jacket will provide security from the damages of this one. To reduce the damage to the twisted pair cables, some jacket will be used. Clear. This is the diagrammatic representation of a twisted pair cable. How a twisted pair cable will look like means this is the way how it will look like. Clear. This is the one cable, one copper wire with insulating material. This is the second copper wire with insulating material. The two are twisted with one another to reduce the noise interference. Next, they are placed inside some jacket from to avoid it from the outside damage. They are placed inside some jacket. That is the diagrammatic representation of a twisted pair. When we come to this twisted pair, ఇంతవరకు క్లియర్ అండి? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? ఇది క్లియర్. దిస్ వన్, ఈ పాయింట్స్ లో డౌట్స్ ఏం లేవు కదా. నౌ వెన్ వి కమ్ టు దిస్ వన్, ట్విస్టెడ్ పేర్ కేబుల్స్ ఆర్ అగైన్ టూ టైప్స్. There are two types of twisted pair cables are there. Unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cables. This is called U2P. We call generally it one as U2P. This is called as STP. Shielded twisted pair cables, unshielded twisted pair cable. The twisted pair cables are again two types: unshielded and shielded TPs. First, we will see unshielded twisted pair cables. This unshielded twisted pair cable is widely used in telecommunications. In case of telecommunication, they are majorly used in the telecommunication. Okay, there are many categories are there in the unshielded twisted pair cables. Majorly 5 cables, 5 we are giving. Okay, majorly we are giving here 5 categories. Not only exactly 5 categories. Okay, more than 5 categories are also available. Many categories are there. Okay, basing on their bandwidth, the categories are increased. Category 1 is used for the telephone lines with low speed data, whose bandwidth is very low. The category 1 has very low bandwidth data. Bandwidth, it is used in telephone lines. The category 2 has a bandwidth up to 4 Mbps. Category 3 has a bandwidth up to 16 Mbps. Category 4 has up to 20 Mbps. Generally, the category 4 is used for long distance communication. Category 5 has 200 Mbps capacity. It is used for fast transferring of the data. Category 5 is used for fast transferring of the data. The unshielded twisted pair cables are categorized into, majorly they are divided into 5 categories basing on their bandwidth. Okay, category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4 and category 5. Their bandwidth capacities, basing on their bandwidth capacity, they are divided into 5 categories. Clear. This is the briefly about that one. Unshielded twisted pair cable categories of the one. We already have category 6 is available, category 7 is available, 8 is also available, whose bandwidth is very high. Basing on the bandwidth point of view, the twisted pair cables are divided into majorly 5 categories. These are those 5 categories. When we come to the advantages of this UTP, what are the advantages of UTP means? It is very cheap. Installation is also very easy. It is used for high-speed LANs. These are the advantages of unshielded twisted pairs. The cost is very cheap. Installation is easy. Used for high-speed LANs. Their various bandwidths are available on various categories. Clear. This is the unshielded twisted pair. The disadvantage of this one is this cable can be used only for shorter distances because of attenuation. The drawback of the UTP is it is suitable for shorter distances only because of attenuation. It is suitable only for the shorter distances. What is attenuation? One more new technical word we have arrived here. Attenuation. What is meant by this attenuation? దీని ఎలా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు? Anybody have any idea about this one? Attenuation. Say attenuation means nothing but loss of signal strength. The loss of signal strength is known as attenuation. Clear? Attenuation means the loss of signal strength. The loss of signal strength in networking cables or connections is known as attenuation. Generally, the attenuation is measured in the form of decibels. Then generally, the attenuation is measured in the form of decibels. The less the attenuation per unit distance, the more efficient the cable. The cable which have less attenuation per unit distance is said to be the more efficient cable. So simply, attenuation means the loss of signal strength while the signal is moving through the cables from one device to another device while it is traveling some distance. While it is traveling the distance, its signal strength will be reduced. That loss of signal strength is known as attenuation. Clear? Because of attenuation, that unshielded twisted pairs are suitable only for smaller distances. If you are using for this twisted pair cables, UTP ఇదండి వస్తుంది పోతుంది ఈ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసులకి ఇదే ఇబ్బంది ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా ఓకే దిస్ ఇస్ ద unshielded UTP twisted pairs like if you see the STP diagram, if you see the STP diagram, now you can see both at the same time. Okay, when we see this one, there is no shield. A twisted pair, there is no shield. On this twisted pair, some shield is there. Some protective cover is maintained on the shield. That's why it is called a shielded one, shielded twisted pair. It is called unshielded twisted pair. This is the jacket. Okay, this is the final jacket. On the shield pair, some shield is maintained here. That's why it is called STP. Here there is no shield is there. That's why it is called the UTP. That is the thing. So first we have briefly seen that STP. see about the STP. Around the twisted pair cable, some machine with higher transmission rate. కొంచెం సిగ్నల్ ప్రాబ్లం అండి. Voice is break due to some signal problems. Okay, cable around the cable, some mesh will be there which will support the higher transmission rate. The characteristics of this one will be the cost of this STP is not that much very high, not that much very slow. It is a medium cost will be there for this STP. The cost is a medium one when we compare with the remaining transmission medias. It is not too much cost, it is not too much low cost. And the installation of STP is also very easy. Next, it has higher capacity when we compare with U2P. Okay, the data transfer capacity, the bandwidth capacity of the STP is higher when we compare with the UTP. When we compare with unshielded one, the shielded one will have the higher capacity. Okay, it has higher data transmission rate. The bandwidth is very high. It has higher, it has a shield, so to provide the higher data transmission rate. Disadvantages of this one is it is more expensive when we compare with U2P and coaxial cable. It is more expensive. The cost is more when we compare with U2P and coaxial cables. But when we come to the data transmission rate, it has higher data transmission rate when we compare with the UTP. The reason is when we come to UTP, there is no shield is available. That's why loss of signal strength is very high in case of UTP. But when we come to the STP, some shield is there which will help in reducing the loss of signal strength. The attenuation will be reduced with the help of that shield, so that the signal strength will, loss of signal strength will be reduced. So the data can be transferred at a higher rate when we compare with U2P. In STP, we can, the data transfer rate can be very high. Why? Because shield is separate, one more shield is provided on the cable, which will reduce the loss of signal strength. The signal strength will not be reduced here. Clear? This is a diagrammatic representation of this STP. Okay, in the next class we will see the coaxial cables. In the next class we will see briefly about the coaxial cables. Today we have seen what is the transmission media, what are the groups of transmission media we have, what are the categories of transmission media we have, and in that transmission media we have briefly seen what is guided transmission media. In that guided transmission media, what are the various guided transmission media available. First two we have seen magnetic media and twisted pair cables. Magnetic media is a old technique. By using some physical magnetic devices, the data will be transferred from one device to another device. But it has a high bandwidth is there for magnetic devices. Why? Because at a time we can transfer huge amount of data from one device to another device. But the technique is a old technique where we have to physically move the data from device one to device two. We have to physically transport the data. We copy the data into DVD or pen drive. We have to carry that DVD or pen drive to the other machine. Otherwise, the data will not move. Physically, we have to move. That's why it is not a sophisticated technique, which is not used by most of the people in the nowadays. Later, we have the twisted pair cables are there, which are made of copper. The twisted pair cables are made of copper material. Two wires are there which are twisted with one another. Why they are twisted with one another means to reduce the noise interference. The two cables are twisted with one another so that the noise interference can be reduced very much. When we come to this twisted pair, it is two types, unshielded and shielded. Some extra protection mesh will be provided on the twisted pair cable, then it is called as shielded one. If there is no protection, that is called as unshielded one. The difference between these two is the data transmission rate in the shielded one is more when we compare with the unshielded one. Why? Because extra protection is available on this shielded one. That is briefly about the twisted pair cable. Tomorrow we will briefly see the and fiber cables. Okay, and in YouTube, 6 members have attended. Link, I will share the YouTube link in the group. After the class is over, I will upload this one to the YouTube. Then I will share the link to the YouTube. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Again, we will meet in the tomorrow class. Thank you.